Hello and welcome to Halo Talk. Guys, I am excited. This is my first podcast that I'll be doing. I'm Angels Vlogs, also known as Satchel White. I'm already messing up. I'm Satchel White, also known as Angels Vlogs. I go to almost every Angel game and pretty much a huge fan, and I just want to share my love for the Angels. Also give you guys some of my personal opinions about the team. And this video, this podcast, I'm going to be talking about basically our season, overview of our season, and where we're at right now pretty much. Guys, I make YouTube videos, so sometimes I'll be making mistakes and say like in this video or whatever dumb. Just bear with me for any mistakes that I'll be doing. What I want to talk about first is what the Angels have been doing this season until now, how we've gotten to this place where we're at, which is one game under 500. It is early June right now. The season is getting close to halfway over. So we have way more than enough time to get into this playoff race. Basically, let's get a quick overview of the season so far. Started off in Oakland versus the A's. Obviously lost the first series of the year. First couple weeks, we did not start off well. Got swept by the Rangers. Lost 3 out of 4 to the Mariners. Got swept by the Yankees. Lost 3 out of 4 to the Yankees. First month was really tough. But kind of started to pick it up because in early May, there was pretty much an easy stretch of series, with the exception of playing the Astros in Mexico. We were against the Blue Jays, Tigers, Orioles, won all those series, then faced the Royals. So that's when we started to slowly pick it up again. Now we are in June, just won 2 out of 3 in Seattle versus the Mariners. And today is Sunday, so we just won 13-3 actually. It was a great game all around. Let me go look at the stats. I mean, our team, we just hit insane. David Fletcher went 3 for 5. Trout, 3 for 4. Albert hit a 3-run home run. Rengifo hit his first career home run. It went to the triple deck. That is pretty insane. First career home run to triple deck. And tomorrow we have to do a makeup game in Chicago versus the Cubs. Cam Bedrosian is going to be the opener, and then Trevor Cahill is going to come in. This schedule is not very good to the Angels, because going from Seattle straight to Chicago in a day, and then the next day back to Anaheim. Who are we playing next series? We're against the A's for a 3-game series. So right now we are 1 game behind 500, and it's just so much left in the season. 4th in the division. We're tied with the A's for 3rd. 10 and a half games back from the Astros. Honestly, the division, the Astros are just too insane. 40 wins, 20 losses. There's almost no realistic chance of us passing them. But I think that we have, honestly, probably a 50-50 chance at the wild card. I want to go into that later. I just want to start by talking about our lineup, pitching staff, rotation, just our team in general. Let me get back to our lineup. So, as you guys know, Tommy La Stella, Brian Goodwin are both new to this team this year. They have just both been great. I mean, Brian Goodwin, 290 average, 800 OPS. Tommy La Stella, 880 OPS, 300 average. That's just unbelievable. Both these players were players we picked up at the last second. And I mean, just what great pickups from Billy Epler. I mean, I don't know if he saw this in these guys, but I mean, they've just been insane. Also, David Fletcher is hitting .323. Mike Trout is being Mike Trout. That's all I have to say about that. Cole Calhoun having himself an average season. He's doing pretty good. He's definitely picked it up. 245 average and 835 OPS. Ohtani has just had a tough start. He's hitting low 200s, 600 OPS. Albert, 233 average, 770 OPS. He's not doing horrible. I'll give him that. He's just doing decent. Obviously sucks that we still have him though, given his contract. Cesar Puello. Guys, Cesar Puello, the new call-up in left field, he has just been unbelievable. He's got a 474 average so far and a 1.38 OPS. Obviously, he won't keep it like that. It's going to drop, of course, but I mean, it's great that he's doing this. And honestly, guys, when Upton comes back, I believe he's got, I don't know, a couple weeks to a month till he's back. He doesn't have a good spot here. I mean, Calhoun and Goodwin kind of have their starting spots locked up, so I don't know what they're going to do about that. Renjifo also in our lineup. Dustin Garneau, we just picked him up, I believe, because Kevin Smith was out with a concussion. He's out for like 10 days. Obviously, Lucroy is our starting catcher. He's been having himself a good season too. I think our lineup is just great. Our lineup is a championship contending lineup. That type of lineup. That is just not our problem. Our problem is pitching. Our starting pitching. Okay, I'm gonna talk about our starting pitching now. We've been calling up some players. It's never been like a solid like starting five. There's been a lot of different people starting this year. Kind of our rotation is Tyler Skaggs, Heaney, Griffin Canning, Felix Pena, and then Trevor Cahill. Nick Tropiano just got back, and Matt Harvey is on the IL for like 10 days with something. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know who's going to stay in the MLB as a starter because there's a few extras. I know who I think should get kicked off starting rotation, and it should definitely be Trevor Cahill and Matt Harvey. They are two of the top 5 worst starting pitchers in the MLB this year. I believe Billy Epler has done great things for this team, but getting Matt Harvey and Trevor Cahill have just been awful. Like, just a complete disaster. Matt Harvey, 7.5 ERA. Trevor Cahill, 6.9 ERA, pretty much 7. I mean, how are they even in the MLB? I don't know how they got Billy Epler to give them $10 million, but Billy Epler gave them combined $20 million. I mean, I think Billy Epler's great. Got us Goodwin, Listella this year, and what he's done to our prospects, he's got our farm system way better. We had pretty much the worst farm system a couple of years ago, and now we have one of the better ones. All that's amazing, but this starting pitching decisions is just awful. I mean, this $20 million could have been used to get Keuchel. Instead, Cahill and Harvey. I mean, the cost of this decision is more than just in money. It's losses. I mean, almost every time they come out, they'll lose. It's almost like a free win to whoever we're playing when Cahill and Harvey come out. Cahill had a couple decent starts. I don't think Harvey has had one good start. Well, he has 2 and 4. Our lineup must have backed him up. Cahill's 2 and 5. So yeah, that is not a terrible record, but the ERA is obviously awful. They should not be in the starting rotation. Other than that, we have a pretty solid starting pitching. Skaggs, Heaney, Canning. Canning has been great so far. Also, Luis Suarez just made his MLB debut. For some reason, he got called back down to AAA right after his debut. I don't agree with just calling people up and calling them right back down. I mean, mentally, that I don't think it's a good thing to put on the players, especially when he didn't have a bad start at all. I mean, he had a good start. He went 7 innings, I believe, 3 runs, I think 5 hits. I mean, he did solid today. And now I'm going to talk about our rotation. Our bullpen is mediocre, not great. Ty Buttrey has been amazing for us. Hansel Robles has been pretty solid. Cam Bedrosian, I haven't checked the stats, but I'm pretty sure that he's been really bad. Our bullpen is not great in depth. I mean, it's not horrible. I don't think our starting pitching and bullpen is too horrible, but I mean, it could just be way better, especially when we're trying to make the playoffs. So yeah, that's kind of a basic overview, really basic overview on the team. Got just an insane lineup. Well, I can't really say insane. We got a great lineup. Pitching is just below average. That's pretty much it. What next? I want to talk about some players on the IL. Justin Upton, I actually mentioned him earlier. He is, I believe, out for like two weeks to a month. I already said this. And I don't know. I'm assuming he's going to start when he comes back, but I don't know. I guess Calhoun would be kicked out of the starting lineup. I mean, it has to be him. He has been a solid starter for us, though, and he's a Gold Glove defender, so he should be a starting player. I don't know what's going to happen with the outfield. And then also Joe Adell is back. And I don't know if he'll be up in the MLB this year. I can't tell you guys on that. I don't know what the update is. I think he's in rehab already in Single A. I guess he's going to go up to Triple A after that. I don't know if he's going to make his MLB debut this year. Not really sure about that. So yeah, guys, what I think. Okay, this is what I want to talk about next. This is what I think would make these guys a complete championship contender. What would take us the next step and make us a playoff team. Getting a big closer. Obviously, Kimbrel in free agency, but we don't really have a chance to get him because we don't really have any money. I mean, we got Cody Allen I believe he was supposed to be in the closing job all year. He started off that way, but he hasn't been great at all. So he moved out of the closer spot. Hansel Robles has been the closer right now. He is solid, but I don't believe he's a closer for us. I really wish he would. Guys, he comes out of the bullpen to Undertaker music. If you guys go to Angel games, seen him pitch, you know what I mean. He comes out to the Undertaker music, WWE. It's honestly a dope intro music. If he was a lights out closer, that would be pretty awesome. I honestly get goosebumps when I see him coming out to this music. That would just be great if he became such a great closer. You guys just see him coming out with that music, knowing we're about to get the save and win. But that's not realistic. He's got somewhere around the 3 ERA. Solid reliever. Solid guy off the bullpen. I don't believe he's a closer. I also think getting an ace could be the next step forward. I mean, getting an ace starting on the mound with a lineup to back it up, it's a win almost every game, I think. And that just stacks up our wins even more. I mean, that just changes everything. If instead of Harvey and Cahill pitching, we had 2 great pitchers, that would just, I think, completely move us up to playoffs. As of now, our starting pitching, just our pitching in general, is not great. And that just makes us a team that may not make the playoffs this year. It's going to be tough. I think let's go over back to the MLB standings. I think it's